India versus Australia, Virat Kohli, the buzzword. What's the surprise there? Well, over the last couple of years, there about 2-3 years, Virat Kohli's form had dipped magnificently. In fact, it was a horror run for the Indian run machine. But all that had started changing sometime towards the second half of 2022. He got that T20 100 against Afghanistan in the Asia Cup, finished 2022 with 100 in Bangladesh, and then scored two hundreds against Sri Lanka in the ODI series, did Virat Kohli. And well, his test form was a bit of a concern. He responded with a superb 186 in the final test match against Australia in Ahmedabad. Now, what does this 186 mean for Virat Kohli and India in the context of this ODI series against Australia? Remember, Kohli has a fantastic ODI record against the Aussies, a fantastic set of numbers, really. 800s and 1050s in 43 matches against them. So that's a very, very impressive bunch of stats you got there. Also, the last time India played Australia in an ODI series was way back in 2020. Virat Kohli scored a couple of half centuries. India, of course, lost that series, but this is something else now. Virat Kohli, right, back in form, hundreds across the three formats since September of 2022. So you will hope that Virat Kohli can really light up that series against Australia starting on Friday, the 17th of March. Why is Virat Kohli so crucial against Australia? Why is Virat Kohli so crucial in the Indian ODI lineup? I don't need to tell you that, right? He's been the leading ODI batsman over the last decade and a few more. Shubman Gill, of course, in prime form, a young cricketer coming up the ladder, doing so well. Of course, Rohit Sharma won't be available for the first match of the series, but that impact that Virat Kohli will have in the middle order is crucial. Shubman Gill, again, like I said, he started 2023 on a brilliant note. He smashed hundreds across formats already. Virat Kohli at number 3 will be crucial against Australia, but his form will be extremely important for India in an ODI World Cup year. And against Australia, we don't have a great record, head-to-head record against Australia as far as one-day cricket is concerned. The last ODI series, like I said, taken by Australia. So Virat Kohli will have to play that prime role. He knows how to get into the skin of the Aussie bowlers. He knows how to intimidate bowling attacks in these conditions. Of course, having played ODI cricket for so many years. Now, the Kohli impact, right? We've spoken about how Virat Kohli's form had dipped. We had spoken about how Kohli's strike rate was an issue in T20 cricket. Of course, not too many runs coming. Even the runs that he got weren't at a good enough clip. But something changed from the 2022 Asia Cup. Yes, you could argue that 100 against Afghanistan was a dead rubber anyway. But the innings that Virat Kohli played against Pakistan in the T20 World Cup, you could see that there was a bit of resurgence for Kohli in the way he batted against such a fine bowling attack. And then that Bangladesh ODI, where Ishan Kishan, of course, scored a double 100, and Kohli quietly went on to get 100 of his own. And it was against Sri Lanka at home that you really saw Virat Kohli coming into his own. That 100 in Ahmedabad, again, lifeless pitch, flat pitch, call it whatever you may. But the way Virat Kohli stayed there, hungry for those runs, hungry for 100, hungry for a big 100, that in itself could perhaps propel Virat Kohli to do dangerous things against the Australians in the ODI series. It was his desperation to get to that 100. And when he has that monkey off his shoulder, you would know that Virat Kohli is primed to do something special. And he's always held Test cricket as his number one format. He loves expressing himself in the Test format. He loves going out and playing in whites. That intensity in his eyes is something that cricket fans and analysts always relish and cherish when they see him do so well in Test cricket. Taking that confidence from the Test format into the ODI format, don't be surprised if Virat Kohli has a fantastic series against Australia. And of course, Virat Kohli has 46 ODI hundreds. A lot of his fans are backing him to score 50 ODI hundreds by the end of the year. Who knows? Maybe he'd end 2023 with a lot more than 50. And who knows, Kohli's resurgence could help India bring that World Cup back home after 2011.
India Today Conclave 2023, New Delhi. Listen to Prime Minister Narendra Modi.